Today we're cooking Nadine's mixed greens. Okay, one of the most important things about cooking greens, you want to have a seasoning. This is a ham hock, and when you're selecting your ham hock, you want to make sure that you select the one that has a pinkish skin or brownish skin. You don't want to select the one with the black skin, that's old. And you also want to have one with just as much meat as you can. See how meaty this is? We're also using the smoked neck bone. Same thing, make sure that you have a bright color and it's not dark. Same thing, you want to select the neck bones with a lot of meat on them that's not dark. You want the kind that's pinkish or brownish. You don't want the black meat. Very pretty color. You don't want a dark neck bone, just like the ham hocks. You want a very pretty neck bone. Now, if you prefer a saltier flavor in your greens, you can use salt pork. Okay, and make sure that when you pick the salt pork, and my mother used to do this. I never understood why until I asked her one day. I said, "Why do you cut the salt pork like that?" She said that it allows it to have all of the flavor to come out of the pork and go into the greens. And it also stabilizes the cooking time. Okay, we're using 3 types of greens. This is a collard green. The collard green is very dark in texture, thick stem, and they're dark. Okay. The next green we have is a mustard green. The mustard green is a lot lighter, and it actually, if you take a whiff, you can actually smell the mustard. Okay, this is a flat green, and it's a lot easier to tell the difference between the mustard greens and the collard greens because they are light color. Now, a different story between the mustard green and the turnip green. This is a turnip green. The turnip greens are usually smaller, and they actually have a very spicy taste. Okay. Now, you still feel like you can't tell the difference between these greens? Move over here for a minute. Let me show you something. If you still have a little bit of trouble trying to determine which greens you want to buy, take a look at the band. They have a band wrapped around each bunch of greens, and the band will tell you exactly what greens there are. This one says collard greens, the other one says mustard green, the other one says turnip greens. You can't go wrong. I hope that helps you out a little bit. There's 3 steps to the preparation for the greens. Number 1, you need to pick them. What are you looking for when you pick the greens? When you pick the greens, you're looking for greens that don't have any holes in them, and you're making sure that there's no insects, anything on the greens, okay? And secondly, you're going to destem the green. Some people use scissors. This is my method. Pinch and pull. Just pinch and pull. There you go. The stem's gone. Okay, and then you're just going to throw these in and they're ready to go. Okay. Now, the next step is to wash the greens. Okay, we're going to go over to the sink and we're going to actually wash the greens. Okay, when you wash the greens, you want to pour them into the sink. It really helps if you have a double sink because then you're washing one and transfer and washing the other. Let the water run in the other one. When you wash the greens, you actually want to wash them just like you're washing clothes. Okay, wash a little bit, place it into the other sink. Wash a few more, place it into the other sink. Now, one friend once asked me, how can I tell when the greens are clean? Well, I'll teach you a little secret. Once you let your water out, check the bottom of your sink. Run your hands on the bottom of the sink. If you feel grit or a little bit of dirt, you need to wash them again. If it's smooth, you don't see anything, the sink is smooth and there's no grit, they're ready for the pot. Okay, let's get these greens in the pot. Your ham hocks are done. They've been cooking about 1.5 hours. We really want those to be done before we put the greens in. When you're putting your greens in, you want to put a little bit at a time and stir. Okay. One of the biggest mistakes people make is having too much water in the greens. These greens are full of vitamins K, vitamin A, potassium, vitamin C, and you want all of that to go into your water. You don't want a pan full of water. So then we're going to add a few more greens. Stir. Ooh, they're starting to smell delicious too. Okay. And you just continue with this process until you're done with all the greens in the pot. Stir a little bit more. And once they're all coated, Got a few more in this bowl here. Once they're all coated, just want to give them a good stir. And these will need to cook about maybe 45 minutes. And then you'll be ready to eat your Nadine's mixed greens.